With barely 75 days to the anticipated full reopening in January, there is no clarity on the manner of reopening.
For now, we cannot give you ultimate solution, but we are in discussion because education is a shared responsibility. We're involving everybody. We are discussing with stakeholders, with private teachers, with private proprietors, with the parents. We need to discuss with everybody, including members of parliament, and that's why we are here.
On that background, the Minister of Education is lobbying for shillings 48 billion to print and distribute self-study materials to learners at home.
Government has committed Uganda shillings 48 billion to procure and distribute additional home study materials to learners in all primary and secondary schools, both private and public, to support continuity of learning and recovery of lost learning time due to COVID-19.
That money that was asked for the supplementary budget was actually the materials are currently being distributed. It's not that we are going to buy new materials. It's just we are already distributing those materials. I think there is a little bit of communication gap there.
Supplementary is negatory expenditure. It is going to kill it is not going to be of any use to children.
Members who sit on the Education Committee want the money channeled to private schools to cater for loan servicing.
That 48 billion should go directly to private schools to help them survive and reopen when they are also safe.
Study where? First of all, the schools are opening in January. We are now in November. Christmas is around the corner. People are going for Christmas. Who is going to take those materials?
You have heard a man say that they took the materials at schools. Is there any school which knows where every child stays?
Since a motion by Chankwan's woman MP Christine Sendaula, the committee has been meeting different stakeholders to forge a way forward. However, the minister is adamant there is no policy in place for financial relief in favor of private schools.
The Education Act of 2008 is a very clear policy document. It's an act that provides for us how we can regulate, and it is our mandate to regulate the private schools. However, it has not made any mention about the financial support to the private schools.
What does the policy say when schools are closed? What does the policy say when the owners of the schools' properties are being sold by the banks? So a policy should not be an excuse. What is important? Do they have the spirit, and what are they doing?
There is no primary kid, even P1, even P4, who will read on his own without a teacher's assistance. How do you evaluate that work?
Owing to that, the Education Committee members are now proposing a special fund for the critical education sector.
So in the same way, government established a special fund for agriculture through Bank of Uganda, which is called Agriculture Credit Facility, which is a welcome idea. We believe that the same should be extended to the education sector, because if such a fund was in place, all this we are discussing wouldn't be relevant, because these schools would know where to run to. But right now, they have nowhere to run.
The meeting with the Minister of Education concludes the committee's engagement on private schools relief. The committee awaits presenting findings on the floor of Parliament that will inform the next course of action. Ramson Mhirwe, CTV PM Edition.